IVM.
If you're broke, if you need money, if you don't have a wallet, you don't have a financial portfolio, don't bother, there's no hope for you. Or is there? His name is Anupam Gupta, Paisa Vaisa, but don't ask him for money. I asked, he gave me nothing. New episodes out on the IVM podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from. Alright, please note that the language and ideas presented on the show might not be suitable for everyone. If you're under 18, make sure your mom isn't around. If you're over 80, why is your mom around?
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Listen to this sound. Keep listening. Here on Cyrus Says, that is the sound of Jemimah Rodrigues hitting the ball in a beautiful, puristic way. And she's on our show, 17 years old, plays for India, the new sensation, batswoman Jemimah Rodrigues on Cyrus Says. That was just me, making sounds with my mouth.
Why follow your auntie's advice when you can follow Cyrus Says on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated about the latest shows?
Okay, here on Cyrus Says, I have a question to ask everyone. They say putting your finger in your nose or in your behind is disgusting. But why is it okay to put your finger in your eye? I've noticed people have no problem in a cocktail party if they do this. This is okay, but everywhere else is not. It's sort of racism, casteism for me. That you use one orifice happily in front of everyone, but you can't touch the other parts. I don't get it. I think it's hypocrisy and it has to end now. It's called Cyrus Says.
And that's what Cyrus says.
Alright, here on Cyrus Says, we welcome an actual star, a star in the making, which has already made runs all across South Africa. Jemimah Rodrigues, welcome. Young girl, how old? 18, 19, 20?
I'm 17.
17, I got it wrong. And Ivan Rodrigues, is Rodrigues or Rodrigues?
Rodrigues.
But I like to say Rodrigues, it sounds more like a footballer. And why aren't you playing football? What the hell? More money. Not anymore. Alright, Ivan, welcome to the show as well.
Thank you so much.
Must be so proud.
It's my pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. I don't know why you say that, but thank you anyway. But Jemimah, first, let me tell you that Jemimah was also the Imran Khan's first wife. Imran Khan, the cricketer, not Imran Khan, the actor. They're two different people.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another connection you have with cricket. Have you thought about that?
No, not yet.
All right. Very quickly, let's start at the top, which is the South Africa series, where we dominated, I think, 3-1 in the one days. One was washed out.
One days was 2-1.
2-1, one washed out.
Yeah, and T20 was 3-1.
3-1, correct. And you scored lots of runs, lots of interesting moments in the... You batted at 4 mostly, is it?
Mostly at 4. In the last match, I was promoted to 1. One down 3.
Okay. So where do you want to bat, actually?
I'm actually an opener.
You are?
Yeah.
And you made all those runs in domestic cricket. What is it? You made a triple century?
A double century.
A double century, which I think was the first girl to make a 200 runs in a limited format.
She is the youngest girl. Mandana also holds the record of, I think, 232 runs.
Right.
She was the youngest girl to score a double century.
My God. We'll put some music to make it sound even better. Dun, 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 dun. Youngest girl. It was the 70s Bollywood film, we'll have to do that way. Now it's not.
Yeah, and she's the first Indian to score 1,013 runs in the Under-19 series in 11 matches.
1,013 runs in just 11 matches. That's almost an average of 100.
Yeah, with 6 centuries, including a double century and 2 half centuries.
My God. That's a great start, Jemimah, to your career. Now, look at mine. I'm 46 years old. In domestic cricket, which I played, which is between Manarok building, Paras building and Skylark building, I have not made, in my entire life, 1,000 runs. And I've been playing cricket since I was 7. And I still play with the young kids whenever someone's playing a game in the league. Which, we'll come back to that. I want to first focus on South Africa, and then we'll talk about that. We have to see Ivan's role in the whole thing, because there's always a parent who's played some role. People don't understand the kind of sacrifices. I want to talk about that as well, that parents give for children to become stars.
I don't know whether you know. I have been a coach right from the childhood.
Okay, now as she becomes the bigger star, she may fire you. Be careful, Ivan. You better be nice. Yeah, the dynamics shift after some time. We'll come back to that. Let's quickly talk about South Africa. This is your first series?
Yes.
And you're in a team which has suddenly got a lot of attention post-CT June, right? Where we reached the finals and we ran England hard. We were winning that game, in fact. Yeah. I'm sure you saw it.
Yes.
And then we lost in the last 6-7 overs. But suddenly women's cricket is there. I got to tell you, I have a daughter who's 10 years old, now 11 actually. And I've been trying to show interest in, I think we are all sexist men. Let's not lie about that. So tend to not watch female, television or the kind of shows that she wants to watch or the kind of singers. Like one day she asked me, who's your favorite female singer? And I didn't have a name, which is how sexist you can be. Only male singers in my head, basically. So similarly, with female cricket, rather women's cricket, we've not really given it the kind of due. But now I've been watching it, I must say I'm hooked. I've been watching wherever. Unfortunately, they didn't show the whole series, but they showed 3-4 games, and I watched as much as I could of them. I watched you bat in the final match. We'll come to that as well. But take us through your debut firstly, and then we'll go back and see your journey as well in Ivan's role. What was it like? You're in South Africa, bouncy wickets, these tough South African women who are, supposed to be amongst the toughest breeds on earth, in a sense. And there we go with our wrist play and our silken touch and our skills. And what did Jemimah feel like? I mean, you're a 17-year-old girl from Mumbai.
Oh, actually, initially I was very nervous. I was selected even in the ODIs, but I didn't get a chance to play in the 3 matches. But in the T20s, I got to know, okay, tomorrow mostly I'll be playing because we understood, because Sir gave me batting in the nets and
Who's
early
Sir?
on. Tushar Arote, he's our head
So does he
coach.
decide who plays in the 11?
Yeah, there are selectors also who travel with us.
You just tell me, I'll fix it. I'll make sure Mr. Arote doesn't give you any more trouble. Naveen, phone laga. Tushar bhai ko phone laga.
No, so I came to know, like...
And these are big names now. Already they've, established themselves. I'm looking at the middle order for a second, You mentioned Smriti, Harmanpreet. They're out there. They're known, they're actually known. Mithali, of course, is a household name now. So you have to push that order.
Yeah.
And you're right in the middle of that. I would say today number 4 would be the most difficult position or the best batsman's
Even
position.
Veda Krishnamurthy.
Veda Krishnamurthy, let's not leave her out. So you're trying to push your way through this team. So you get into the 11, and what are you thinking?
I was very nervous at the start, but at the same time, I was excited because I've been dreaming for this from so many years, and that's the reason I started playing cricket.
And you didn't care that you're not opening. You said, whatever slot they put me, I want
whatever
back.
slot, yeah. So I was fine for that because I knew they had more experienced people than me to go
Right.
and open, like Smriti Mandhana and Mithali Raj. But like to get a chance to play in the Indian team, that was more important for me. And like my thinking was just that, like wherever I get an opportunity, I just want to do well for the country. And it so happened like we fielded first, so I got some time to settle down and get used to it. I still couldn't believe that I'm playing in team.
This is a difficult question to ask, Ivan. I'm sure you'll be the protective father, but do they accept you quickly? I know how it works when you enter a new world. They all don't know you. You're the new girl. In a sense, you're going to be pushing some of the older women. I won't take names. You'll be pushing their spots. Let's face it, in a couple of years, they'll be gone. So, do they accept you, or are they worried you're a competition rival, or they want to show the bacha her place or the bachi her place?
No, I think they were really good and supportive. Like, I didn't expect... even all these thoughts were coming in my mind, like, will they accept me, or how will it be, and all that. But I think they gelled up really well. Like, Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandhana and all. They came up, they spoke to me, and they made me feel very comfortable. And I think so that gave me a lot of confidence to go out there and do well, even on field.
Okay, so take us to that debut then, when you actually got to bat. What were the South African women like? Were they like sledging?
No, they weren't sledging, but they were like this huge build, and I'm this tiny one standing over there in front of them. But it was a good experience overall because the stage I went to bat in, we were chasing 165, which was never chased by like India. I think this is the second highest score
in the world.
In the world.
In a chase.
Yeah, in a chase. If we would have chased it. So we came to this point, Smriti Mandhana and Mithali Raj had a really good start.
Right.
But then Smriti lost her wicket, and the next ball itself, Harmanpreet Kaur got run out. So that was the situation I was in to make my debut. But
a sort of hat trick.
yeah.
So how was that ball? You must have been under a lot of pressure. They must have been saying things. Come on.
No.
Maybe not to you directly, but to each other. Saying
yeah, to each other.
in Afrikaans, saying, Naya bachi hai.
Nahi, bowl that same ball.
Bowl that same ball.
Because one South African was sitting with me.
Yeah. So he was translating.
He was translating. See, she is telling, bowl the same ball to her.
Bowl the same ball of the previous one of the run out. Yeah. So what was that first ball?
The first ball, it was like I was a bit nervous, but it came in my range and I played the shot and it hit the middle of my bat. So any batsman, if it hits the middle of your bat, you get a lot of confidence. So at that time, I just went and spoke to Mithali Raj. She said, see, now wickets have fallen. All we need to do is just build a partnership.
Yeah.
And just stay on the wicket for some time. Just settle down for some time. So the first ball, I hit a drive and it went straight in the hands. The second ball she bowled and I just lofted it over mid-wicket and between mid-wicket and mid-on. And everybody was like, whoa.
For a boundary?
It went for a boundary.
How did that? Then your blood must have been rushing after that. You must have felt good.
Then after that I felt like, okay, I was pretty confident.
But Jemimah, you brought up a very important point. Is it batswoman, batsman, batsperson, batter? I heard a word batter being used by commentators a lot.
Yeah.
I thought batter ka matlab wo kitchen ka batter. I was a little confused for a second. But we live in this politically correct world, or you don't care about all this?
It doesn't matter.
You just want to make runs and let other people sort out all the politics. I think that's right. You're young, innocent, 17 years old. By 18, it'll all change. Don't worry. So that was the debut, and you made how much did you make?
I had made 37 of 27
Not bad.
balls.
37 or 27. That's a pretty good debut T20 game.
Actually, she reduced pressure from Mithali Raj.
Yeah.
So Mithali Raj held the innings at one end, and she was hammering from the other end.
Right.
So she was maintaining that run rate.
Yeah, so you outscored her, let's face it.
Yes.
For what it's worth. It's okay. It's the kind of game it is. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe T20 is all about young blood.
Yes.
And you just put them in. They seem to have no fear. It's also in the men's game. So I don't know, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe the older ladies will have to move back to the other formats. But Jemimah, we're now going to look at your journey. South Africa was great. Are you content with your performance in the 2 or 3 games that you got finally?
Yeah, I think I did well. But there's a lot of place I can improve and get better.
Would you like that number 4 slot? Say the opening slots are not available at the moment. Would you be happy with 4?
Mind.
Or would you at some point want to go back to the top?
I would always love to go back at the top, but wherever
Is
the
it
team
true?
requires
It's the
me,
easiest place to bat at in a T20. That's what some people say.
The opening.
Yeah.
Because you get more balls to face.
In that
and
sense.
you get more time to settle down.
No, and field restriction is there for the first 6 overs.
6 overs.
So you can hit over the head.
And you like to hit. That's clear. 1,000 runs in 10 matches. Naveen, how much have you made in 10 matches? 2 runs. Can't even divide that, give him an average. Okay, let's go back in time. It's such a young career. 17 years old. Where the hell did you come from? Tell us the early days. Now we need Ivan to talk a little bit more. Ivan, you must be so proud of her first and foremost. I mean, she's represented India. She's not even 18 years old. People know her name and God knows where she can reach. Touch wood if everything goes good. So,
Yeah,
Ivan.
first of all, I want to thank my God, Jesus Christ, for everything. Because without hand of God, it is not impossible.
Hand of God is Maradona in 86. That's confusing.
Yeah, without hand of God, it is not possible to reach the height which she has reached in such a young age.
Jemimah, are you religious?
Yes, I believe.
Or superstitious? They're two different things.
No.
Like
I
a lot of
believe
people
in
kiss the
God.
cross while batting or something, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're religious.
No, she will not kiss the thing. But she knows, okay, God is holding her.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, but Ivan, let's go back a little bit into your background. Were you sporting? Are you into as a young boy? Where did she get the genes from? There's got to be someone.
My wife, both are from the sports field.
Really?
And I love cricket.
Really?
And like you, I used to play a lot of gully cricket.
Yeah.
Especially box cricket was famous during that time.
Yeah, correct.
And
But you have the same culture we had about one tuppy out with one hand catch and all that.
Yeah.
How many rules we've changed? Indians are unbelievable. We can take this game and we give it a whole twist and only we will understand why we've done it. Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you why we did it. Because in Mumbai, we run short of space.
Hit the car is out, we hit it twice. Yeah, see.
Sixes is only straight.
Yeah. So, you know ILBW rule. ILBW, if you hit 3 times on the leg, you're out. No one can tell whether you're... right, no? What a country. Okay, sorry. I mean, I want you to tell us your story now. A little bit about your background. So, did you play cricket as well?
I played cricket, but not such high level of cricket.
Obviously, yeah.
I played good enough of cricket.
Were you a batsman?
Yeah, I was a wicketkeeper batsman.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Did you hit the ball hard like her?
She
there's different zamana. I don't think we were trained at that time to lift balls and all. It was very different in the 80s, 90s.
In those days, like hitting across the line was like...
They would make you run one round of the Maidan, coach.
My coach would say, "Ye kya jhadu mar raha hai kya?"
Exactly.
There was no sweep shot during that time.
No sweep shot, no across the line.
I remember Mike Getting coming in and sweeping
World
India
Cup,
all
World
over
Cup,
in the semi-final, and I think
reverse sweep also.
Malinder Singh did not know where to bowl.
Yeah. Both of them, Gooch and Getting,
Both of them, and we lost the semi-final.
And they just swept on length.
Yeah.
You see where the ball is pitching and sweep, that's it. But no, so very quickly, so you did play cricket to some level.
Yeah.
So when did you, I mean, not to be sexist again, but generally, how do you think your daughter will get into cricket? Give us an idea.
See, I have 2 sons.
Yeah.
One is 1.5 year older to her, and one is maybe 3.5 years older to her.
Yeah.
So she's the youngest in the family.
Right.
Okay. So I did not get to play cricket.
Right.
Okay, because my parents wanted me to become an engineer.
Oh God, this is such a middle class story of India. I mean, there must be millions of people with the same story saying, I could have been a cricketer, singer, doctor, this thing, but they made me an engineer. Huh?
Yeah. So,
but we had one cricketer who was an engineer. Who? Farooq Engineer. Jemimah, don't listen to this podcast. Disown it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, and
So you were pushed into education in a sense.
Pushed into
You
education.
think you were good enough? You think you would have gone further? At least maybe Kanga League and then beyond that?
Kanga League I played.
You played Kanga League.
Yeah.
Which division?
I played the lowest, the E division.
बात कैसा करते Doesn't matter, yeah. But I'm just saying, supposing in another lifetime, do you think you could have gone further, honestly?
If parent support was there,
you had the talent?
and the school support was there,
Yeah.
even the school did not support.
Jesuit school, no cricket, yeah.
No cricket.
No, are you mad?
Because
Football, hockey, and out. We couldn't find 11 in St. Xavier's, I remember.
I was in Xavier's. Xavier's Powai.
Yeah.
St. Xavier's
So no
Powai.
11 for cricket. 42 for hockey, but not 11 for cricket. Yeah.
So there also it was same. There it was mostly football.
Fair enough. Okay. So now let's go into this. The young girl is born. You have two sons who are older. They aren't into cricket?
So I wanted them to play cricket.
Right.
So I used to take their practice.
Right.
And she used to come.
Just to watch.
Just to watch, no. To field. Because I require fielders.
Naveen, this is sexism at its worst point. Her own father and brothers, and she's made the fielder. So they don't take her seriously. Hey, young girl is there.
I
she'll
should
help us
get batting only if I would field. So I had to field.
The brothers would
From
get
where to where?
Brothers would get 1 hour of batting.
Huh.
And if she fielded, she would get 10 minutes of batting.
My God. This is unbelievable.
But you don't know. It has benefited her. I don't know whether you have seen the catch of the last game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're saying that
it's because of that fielding
from the brothers.
Yes.
That fielding from the brothers caused you to take one-handed leaping catches.
Yes.
Yeah. Fabulous. Yeah. But obviously at that point she was just having fun with the family, not taking it seriously. Did you see her, did you look at Jemimah and say, 1 minute, isme kuch hai? Did you get that feeling? That you got a serious talent on your hands?
I don't know whether you know, she's a hockey player also.
Okay.
She has represented national thrice.
Maharashtra?
Maharashtra. First it was Maharashtra, then Mumbai became a standalone state.
Right.
So
like in cricket. Okay.
Yeah. So first year it was Maharashtra. She represented under 17, then for Mumbai.
So you're almost like a double international.
Yeah.
Okay.
And initially I thought that
What did
she would play hockey only.
But what did she play in hockey? What position?
Centre forward.
Wow. But she's the star wherever she goes, is it?
Yeah.
Oops. All right. Not here. Jemimah, not here.
Because here you are the star.
So here there's no star. We are the last of the left party after Northeast wipeout. No, but let's understand. So she actually was playing hockey competitively. How the hell did she manage both sports?
Now also she plays hockey. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
If she gets tired of cricket, she takes a hockey stick and starts playing.
Seriously? Huh? Would you be able to play for the state team if you practiced again?
Yeah.
They were even calling me like for selections. Why are you not coming?
They are telling at least उसको एक दिन selection के लिए वो भी नहीं भेजा चलेगा at least थोड़ा practice के लिए भेजो वो उसको टीम में अपन डाल देंगे.
My God. But I know it probably will be a bit of a distraction. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. In the old days there were some double international, double nationals, let's call it. But now.
But even today, if she gets a chance to play both the sports, we would be happy.
You think it won't dilute the cricket?
I don't think.
But look at their schedule now. They're packed now. They're going up and down.
That's the only problem.
Schedule. See, that is why she left hockey.
See, I have some influence called Daina Idalji, part of the working committee. There's some Parsi somewhere we can contact. We'll work it out. Between Zubin Barucha and Daina Idalji, I will make sure. Jemimah, you have any problem, you come to me. I'm very communal. I'm the only communal person I know. I always help my communities. Don't worry. We'll take a break. Then we'll come back. Jemimah, of course, wonder talent, calling all kinds of names. I want to compare her with other batsmen of this generation. But 17 years old and just a couple of matches into international career and already making waves. Who knows where she'll reach? We'll take a break and come back.
Shunyavan, 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 Shunyavan.
$1 billion acquisition. Another copycat startup got founded.
No, the tech world in India is surely moving double the speed of this voiceover.
Tune in to Shunya One every Tuesday to catch us talking to the smartest people we know on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from.
All right, back here with Ivan and Jemimah Rodrigues, of course, very proud father. He was a cricketer himself. Jemimah, now you tell the truth. When you all practice and all that, how good is he?
Oh.
She's laughing. I've got the jawab. We don't have to talk to him.
Initially, he used to be like this angry man, like he wants us to get that work done. But I think over the period of time, he has changed. Actually, he gets angry really fast, and especially when we were kids, we used to make a lot of masti. So it wasn't easy to handle me and my brothers, especially me and my the middle brother Eddie. But I think so he showed a lot of patience over these years, and like today he's changed a lot. So now he's like that cool guy sitting there, हाँ Jemimah को सब ठीक है कर रही है वो.
Amazing answer. She's talking like he's the child. Today he's really improved. He's changed a lot. That's fantastic, really. Yeah, but no, you know, when you think back to your life, I mean, it's all happened so fast. I don't know if you ever reflected about it, but you're playing hockey at a very high level. You're obviously genetically gifted, and you must be, you know, a serious sporting talent where you probably would have achieved many things on your own also. But how important was having this kind of motivational figure, whether he's shouting or not? I mean, let's understand what's that like, because there are a lot of parents who don't have that ability to push, and I don't, for example. So how important do you think that was? His love, his passion, and his pushing.
I think without my dad and my mom, even my mom, she has
played as well?
She didn't play any
fielding.
sport.
Lady, hai na?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Mahila Mandal ko phone karna, Naveen.
Yeah.
I have to get this out.
At times, whenever I would not get any player, I used to take her.
But she's too long to come and watch me.
Is it fair that all Ivan's female relatives will put the phone down the moment he calls? Mega fielding ke liye. Sala. Yeah. So mom as well. It's a very cute story. It's a family business, but at the end of it, you're producing a serious talent. So
actually,
but my mom always
loves cricket.
Loved to come and watch me.
Wow, what a house! Man, I wish I lived there.
Even when I take a practice, even today, sometimes we click videos and
correct.
She will open my phone and check all the videos, and she'll go on watching again.
And sometimes she gives me her expert advice.
Which is expert or not expert?
Not that much.
Elbow should point to me, make it look like that. Seriously,
Yes.
Technical advice.
Yeah.
About the sound of the bat.
Yeah.
Yesterday she spoke about what good sound of the bat.
But sometimes she speaks sense.
Means when the ball hits the bat and...
Yeah.
That means she has understood the game very well.
But you know, honestly, but that is a correct thing. No?
Yes,
because sometimes
you go by the
watching,
sound of the bat.
We just hear the sound and we know the ball is going to go for six.
Yeah.
We don't even see it.
Yeah.
You're all about timing. I watched you bat, and it's all about timing. I mean, for those who don't know who Jemimah is and what she looks like, she's not built like, you know, a bodybuilder by any standard. So it's all, I don't know, a lot of wrist work and a lot of leg side play seems to be preferred side. But
no, it is not leg side.
No.
She loves offside more. But when
they bowl to
they had set the field in such a way
that is 5 players on the leg side and 4 players, and they were bowling that length to her.
Yeah.
Right from the first game, the moment
how do they know that she likes offside?
No. In the first game, what happened is she lofted Van over covers.
Oh. So they realized.
So immediately she shifted.
The field.
5 players on the leg side and 4 players on the offside. So
it's their country. It might have been 9 players on one side and 4 on the other. They've added up to more than 11. We don't know. All right. Let's talk a little bit now about your inspirations. Who are your heroes in cricket? Or heroines?
I grew up watching Sachin Tendulkar. At that time, like, I didn't know much about cricket, but because Ellie used to like Sachin Tendulkar, even when people were saying, I like Sachin Tendulkar. But now I really like Rohit Sharma, because he's also more of plays on timing
bats. You're right.
Yeah. So
doesn't look like he exercises that much.
Yeah.
You seem a little fitter. Yeah. Well, what a lovely talent he is. I mean, jokes apart. What do you say, Ivan?
Yeah.
When he hits, because that double centuries are without any power hitting or anything. You know, just little effortless hitting.
Effortless hitting.
Yeah. Do you think she's a bit like Rohit Sharma in that sense? So all about the timing. The Carl Hooper, one of my favorites.
I would say she is more like Rohit Sharma and also Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah, but
because
she's more aggressive than Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah, I'm talking about technicality.
Yeah.
Is Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah.
And aggressiveness is of Rohit Sharma.
Yeah. And going to get those big double hundreds like him, it looks like very soon.
Because once she goes on, she carries on. It's like that.
Yeah.
Now before that double century, she had scored 176 against Gujarat.
Yeah.
She missed out.
And Gujarat is in the center, so you know that it's a powerful team. You can't take a chance. Yeah. So big scores. You want to talk about that for a second? When you complete 100, watching the South Africa men's test match against Australia the other day, and watching Markram get 100 and then get to about 140 and try to save or win that game, but then sort of falter. Do you get 100 and then think, okay, 200, or how does it work?
Yeah, like my dad always told me, once you score 100, start fresh. Think that you've scored 0 runs and started all over again.
So you take a fresh card.
Yeah, so I take a fresh card and I started all over again and like.
But that seems to be your thing, like Brian Lara. Get the 100 and then keep going after that.
Yeah.
For me, I always give her a target of you have to face. Your target is to face 150 balls.
Oh.
In an ODI.
In a ODI.
Thanks, Jemimah. Ginne ko aata hai mere ko, little bit. I know 120 is the total amount available in a T20, so the 30 extra balls will come from there. Sweetly put. Sweetly. That's like a mid-wicket hoik.
As an opener.
Yeah. Oh, the Ravi Shastri chapati shot on the side. Yeah. So that's a good target. So 150 if she plays from the first ball.
Yeah.
She 50% of the thing and then see what comes
Because
out.
I know she's aggressive type of batsman.
Mm-hmm.
She does not sit quietly in one place like.
At which point was she outbatting the brothers? I mean, 17 in the Indian team beating South Africa to pulp. So at what, 14 better than the brothers? Fair to say?
15.
Yeah.
15.
So sweet. Ek saal aur, yeah. 15. You don't want Eddie to feel bad. Eddie, sorry, she's playing for India. What are you doing, boy?
No, they were also good cricketers.
Okay, Daddy's getting upset. Daddy's secular. He wants to balance it out.
And at home also, a lot of technical advice they give her.
I can imagine. All love cricket.
All love.
Yeah, and as you become more famous and all that, these four will still be sending you WhatsApps. Huh?
Yeah.
Put your head down. Huh?
What videos goes to her?
Ah.
This is your technical problem. You have to do like this.
From all of you all, separate.
I will do it. They video shoot me.
Oh,
and send it to her.
instructing her. Okay, you save money about the coach. They will pay them 10%. Just stick with dad. Good idea. So what happens when you go to the international team or when you go into the national Mumbai team as well? Your dad's advising you on one level, but then you have another coach and a captain, senior players. A lot of people talk to you. Or the young girl. I'm sure. I've seen this in the gym all the time. A young person comes, everybody wants advice for some reason. So you have to listen to a lot of people.
Yeah, this happens a lot. Like many people, like they have the right, a good heart in saying it also, but like sometimes...
Very sweet, huh? She wants to abuse all of them, but they're seniors, so show you some respect. Yeah. And sometimes it'll be counterproductive. One will tell you could play across the line, one will tell you don't play across the line. I mean...
Yeah, but it's at that time, like, whatever suits me the best, that I just take it in, and I always discuss whatever anybody comes and tell me. I discuss it with my dad because he knows my game, I think, better than I do. So we discuss it and then we come to a conclusion. If it's suiting, then I go forth with it. Otherwise, I said okay.
Okay, favorite teammate?
Favorite teammate, Smriti.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it bonded with her
yeah.
in South Africa?
Yeah, because she was my room partner, so I was like most of the time with her only and talking to her. So.
You get to see the country. It's a lovely country, or there's no time? You had a couple of rained out games and all, I'm presuming sometime.
In the start we had not got, but then afterwards, like when we had gone to Cape Town and all, we had gone to the Table Mountains, and before that we had gone to the Lions Park in Bloom Fountain.
You saw lions in the wild properly?
Yeah.
Otherwise you can see Lions Club of Matunga here.
She patted them.
Huh? You patted the lions?
Yeah, the cubs.
The cubs, huh?
And there were leopards and all, so it was good.
So did you pat the leopards?
Yeah, we had gone.
Full-size leopard?
Yeah.
So what is South African bowling here? You can handle a full-size leopard. You should just tell them, learn it in Africa, this line. I can pat a leopard. Oh. Yeah. All right, before we let you go, how do you relax? You're playing competitive cricket, you play competitive hockey. Sport seems to be your life. But how do you get out of it? Don't you need to get out of it at some point?
Yeah, there should be a balance always. And I play the guitar also.
Wow.
So I carry that with me everywhere I go.
We don't have a guitar here, no? Oh, how sad. We would have made you play guitar. And next thing you know, you're on Indian Idol. You can't tour Australia because you're winning a reality show at the same time.
No, so I carry it with me, and whenever I need a break, I just
Do you play for the girls?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you all sit around and sing and stuff?
Yeah, we had a session.
It's a good way to bond.
Yeah.
Yeah? And did they like it?
Yeah, they like it. They also join along.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. What a lovely life at 17. Everything seems to be great. What's the next tour coming up?
Now Australia has come to India. So from the 12th, the matches will start in Baroda.
You'll thrash them? You went to South Africa and beat them in South Africa. So now, come on, Australian Indian conditions.
Yeah.
You should win, no?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to...
Our team is doing really well. So
you think they'll play you in the 50 overs now?
I think they should.
All right, before we wind up, March 8th is Women's Day, which is when this show hopefully is being rolled out at this exact point. In fact, check the calendar, I'm not lying. And Jemimah, you represent you represent the whole country and cricketers all over the world. But as a young woman, anything you want to say to women on Women's Day?
I just want to say that...
don't change your gender.
Okay, don't change your gender, as Cyrus said. But I think just keep chasing your dreams. If you're interested in something, just go all out with it. And I would advise the parents also, like without my mom and dad, of course by God's grace, but without my mom and dad, I could have never reached
What about the two brothers who batted 1 and 2, so you come 3? Oh.
Yeah, the family support makes a lot of a difference.
Yeah, we're joking about this, but I think Jemimah family is huge. Yeah. You're very lucky that they were all there. Of course, you're super talented, but you're really lucky they were all there to help the talent.
Yeah.
Now chamchagiri ho gaya. Now we can talk openly.
So
his father sitting right there. Yeah.
So I just want to tell you, just keep chasing your dreams, and one day your dream will come true.
What are their dreams? Are get rid of Indian men. Then what? It'll come true. Just keep thinking. Okay, before we pull out, there's a nice story that we have on Sachin meeting you.
Yeah.
And you want to tell us that incident?
Yeah, so it's, I had this opportunity to meet Sachin Tendulkar, and that in his own house he had invited us just before the South Africa tour. And like many people, when I met him first, he was like, "Are you nervous?" I said, "Yes, I am nervous. It's my first tour, and that too in South Africa." He said, "You're nervous. That means you care about your performance and about doing well. So that's all right. That's perfectly all right." So he asked me then, "What preparations have you done?" So he said, "The wickets are mainly pacer-friendly wickets, and it's bouncy, and
although they were a little slower than normal for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe BCCI influence. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. So he said it's all a perspective, how you take it. It's all a mindset. You can go out there thinking in a negative way, or you can take it in another way. Like, if I think I enjoy playing on South African wickets because it comes nicely on the bat. The more bounce, that means it will come, and it will come quicker on your bat. So, and I have seen your game. It's more of a timing game, so that will suit your batting style.
That is true. That is true, no, Ivan?
Yeah.
For her, basically, the ball coming on the bat, she's like an Aussie in many ways. She likes the ball coming on the bat. You like the faster bowlers, yeah.
She is basically a timer of the ball.
Yeah.
And uses a lot of body weight transfer.
So somebody was chucking very fast in the early days at home. Who was that? We'll reserve the right to know that later. Sorry.
So that gave me a lot of confidence, and of course, like, coming from the lips of Sachin Tendulkar, like any child, any debutant will wait for this day, and I was like privileged and blessed to have that.
Did he give you a present, like a bat or something?
No, his presence was only the present.
Damn it. Smart Alec. 17 for sure. Putting me in my place is the right way to end this show. Jemimah, but lots of respect, lots of love. Going to follow your career, have been, and not just me, lots of people. And I'm going to see you as captain of India soon.
Yeah.
All right?
Thank you so
and
much.
Ivan, thank you so much for being the man behind the power. Which
God
is also a political situation which I'll unleash on the listeners later in the program. But for now, the AMAs, that was Jemimah and Ivan.
Every week comes a show where three people come together to tell you about stuff they like. A movie, a TV show, a book, and other stuff. Tune in every Monday on the IVM Podcast app to IVM Likes. Batman approves this message. Thank you, Batman.
If you have any questions for Cyrus, write to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or you can send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
AMA time, joining us, a wonderful young man called Amit.
Hello.
And sweetheart, what is your name? Okay,
Janam.
I can't say that. I apologize. Sir Janam. Sir Janam is safer. Just tell them you're a man, so I'm off the hook. Okay. Sir Janam, what's up?
So, we have a couple of questions here. I'll start with one from Briefless Attorney. He says...
so you said like you don't know who he is, but Amit and I, this is like a close cousin of ours.
Yeah, he's an old guy. I met him also a couple of times now.
I know, 2 years plus now, show.
3.
3 years plus.
Dude, our anniversary on the 8th of March is our first recording.
Anniversary on the 8th of March.
Yes, it is.
Which is past us by the time you hear this.
Well, no, actually, this
is the 8th of March. I don't have a calendar.
So this is actually the 3rd anniversary of our first recording.
Oh, happy Women's Day, Amit and Janam, sir. Happy Women's Day. Yeah. What the hell does it mean anyway? We'll come to that. Yeah. Next.
Briefless Attorney asks, what are the conversations that background actors have that can't be heard in the scene?
It's true. Not just background actors, but even when we do stage, for example, if you're doing the same play again and again and again, you're so relaxed that when somebody else is mouthing off a monologue or something, you actually have a good conversation in the back. So on stage, the things we do are things that we discuss people in the audience. Check out that chick on the third row. Yeah, and beautiful. I mean, it's Women's Day, so I shouldn't say this. Beautiful hair. Beautiful hair. But that kind of thing. It's fun. And on television and film, when you do it and you're in the background, they ask you to act like, like be normal and continue talking in the background. So you can discuss. So, do you think Dhoni should retire? You think he should carry on till the T20 World Cup? It's innocuous.
That's what I used to do when I was assistant director. That time we had to direct the extras, right?
Yeah.
So it was basically get them to start a conversation about, hey, do you think Sachin should play? Should Sachin be captain or Ganguly be captain? That was the argument at that time.
Yeah, but there's a funny thing that happens. Sometimes you're with you're an English-speaking South Mumbai guy,
right,
and the person next to you is from Jharkhand who's more comfortable in Hindi, doesn't speak a word of English, and now you have to have a conversation. It's not even a language issue. It's more like we don't have anything in common.
Well, fortunately,
so what do we talk about?
I was not part of the scene. I was just giving this is what you guys need to do, so do this. And while you're doing this, why don't you discuss
But my story is to do with you. So what I would do when I'm paired off like that, or with people who are, you don't relate to that well, or they don't relate with you that well, I start talking about the people in charge of the shoot. That's the one thing that brings us together. जैसे वो अमित हैं, वो दादागिरी करते हैं ना, या कुछ काम नहीं करते, टाइम पे नहीं आते, फिर भी ये बोलेगा, वो बोलेगा, वो सबसे बड़ा स्टार वही है. And you just bond over the hatred for the administration and the people in charge.
Assistant directors are.
I hope we've answered the question.
No, I do. I think that covers that. Yes.
In the podcast, basically, background stuff is what we actually put on air.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Sudarshan says, unlike yourself, but like you wish to be, I am a vegetarian. And I have a major peeve, and I want to know how you would react in my position.
Did he say I have a major beef?
Peeve.
Okay. It means it's a male organ.
It means the same thing.
It's some sort of male organ that we can't discuss on Women's Day. I think it's just inappropriate and wrong. Sir Janam, yes?
Whenever we go out to eat, being the only vegetarian in the group, I end up ordering only the vegetarian dish among the group. While I'm enjoying what I ordered, everybody wants to dig into what I ordered, while I can't sample their food. I hate that. What am I to do?
Nothing. Live with it.
I had a similar experience.
Dishes.
I was the only husband at a table, and there were 5 wives, and they all just, because there was no other husband available. So Happy Women's Day. Let me take the opportunity to say Happy Women's Day to everyone. But it's a very sad thing, because I think this is actually is a food culture thing. Maybe it's only in India, but I've seen it a lot. Everybody wants the other person's food for some reason. I don't know why that happens. When you go out in a big group, very often your eyes on somebody else's food, and even though initially you say, vegetarian, make fun of him, and suddenly everybody wants that food. Yeah. Why it happens is like a sociological reason.
I think it's just grass is greener, right?
You think?
That looks better. It's on your plate. If it was
so
on my plate,
your self-esteem for yourself is so low that you always know you're going to score the wrong order. That's the truth.
No, but I think it comes down to that, right? I see something on somebody else's plate. Oh, yeah, that looks interesting. Maybe I should order that instead. Hey, let me try it so next time I know. But and then if there are 6 people around, you'll try from 6 different people, and everybody tries from you as well. I mean, I think that's just like kind of going out for dinner, right?
But the males in my family generally eat really fast, so they can eat your food as well.
Okay.
But that's more to do with, going back to primates and then to the wolves and, animals and all that, where we come from. Yeah. Where you have to fight for the meal.
The evolutionary
thing.
But I'm also a vegetarian, but I don't face this issue much.
That's because you have no non-veg friends, no?
No, I do. I do,
sheltered.
But they order their non-veg stuff and they're just eating non-veg.
And are they males or females, Janam?
Even if they want to try, I just make sure they just have like a small bite of it, and
so
the rest of it is mine.
Portions, so maybe you carry a gun. We don't know. Tell us the whole story. We just put the gun on the table. And nobody asks you for your, aloo sabji. Very good.
That's the way. So I have a friend who does that as well, right? So if we go out for dinner, there are like 10 people, 1 vegetarian. If somebody asks him for a bite, he's like, here, give me your plate, cut a piece off and give it like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't let them dig into the plate themselves.
But that's fair enough. Yeah. It's his food, his call.
Yeah, no, I guess. It is. But I mean, I think that if you're a vegetarian going out in a large group, I mean, like, order 2 things. I think that's your best, easiest solution.
Yeah, I realize this doesn't happen with underwear. When you're changing in the dressing room and you're in your underwear, nobody says, give me that underwear. I've never heard that. I've never heard anyone say, chaddi de do. Chaddi, ye acha hai, meko pasand hai. I've never, sorry Naveen, maybe, Happy Women's Day. Let me take the opportunity to say Happy Women's Day.
No one wants your cheese.
Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Tarun and Sudarshan Gopal ask, hey Cyrus Says team, any Sridevi memories? We actually discussed this in the last week's Cock and
Ball. Yeah, and there was
they did an IVM Daily also, Sridevi.
And
there was
a new show, IVM Daily. Please check it out on the app.
Really? What's it about?
It's a daily show where we just talk about anything.
Wow, excellent. I'll check it out on the app.
One thing we did was we did a Sridevi show. So you should check that out. Sorry.
Yeah. Still, the only question, memories of course, but the question is I still don't know what happened. But, I don't want to be one of those people on a news channel. I would like to know what happened. Because she seemed perfectly healthy. Not that old. 54 is nothing. Come on.
Yeah.
And just can't understand how you... Anyway, it's done now.
True.
Sorry for some other time. We'll let a sensitive period pass. And then when it's appropriate, a bell will ring and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Janam, please carry on.
Yeah.
Janam, do you use conditioner?
Yeah, I do.
I'm thinking I need to use conditioner. Sorry, Amit.
Why?
Amit doesn't
Does
have
my
much
hair look good?
See, it's a Women's Day, and I don't know if it's appropriate for me to say, but it looks spectacular.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll recommend the conditioner.
Can I pull your hair to check it's real? I tried the Amrish Puri at Juhu once. The way they beat me, the bodyguards and stuff. Yes. Sorry, go on.
Okay, I am Abhinav from Melbourne. Name one thing.
Typical Melbourneian. Typical name.
Abhinav.
Everywhere in Melbourne there's Abhinav here, Abhinav there. No end to it.
Name one thing you like and hate from the following cities: Mumbai, Hyderabad, Melbourne.
Mumbai, traffic. Hyderabad.
Traffic is the thing you
Relatives. Next.
Melbourne.
I've never been. But I heard it's the food capital of the world, so let's go positive instead of negative. I heard
also have
you got more cuisines in Melbourne than anywhere.
For you, they have the crazy cricket museum too, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
MCG.
They have that like insane cricket museum.
It's Warnie country, mate. Warnie country. Everybody Aussie accents on now. What's up next, Janam?
Yeah. I have no marks.
But okay, last question. Dhruv Patel asks, since FIFA World Cup is coming soon, do you think Messi deserves a World Cup with what he has given to football?
He's phenomenal for the club, but it's not that great a record for country. Let's be honest. Whatever little I know about footy, I don't think you're looking at the greats of all time, the Maradonas. Look at Argentina itself, and as you know, Janam, you were telling me over coffee because you never miss a game. And so I think he's got to prove himself. So Ronaldo won the Euro Cup at the end of the day, almost single-handedly. Great performance. So he's given you one big cup. But if they're the two big superstars of their generation, then I say Ronaldo stays up because of his country performance, and Messi's country performance not that good. So he's got one last chance. He's not going to play after this. This is the last chance, and he's in Russia where rules can be bent. This is the best chance of his life for Messi to do something. For me, if he doesn't perform in this World Cup, then for me he's always going to be that one. He can't be Pele, he can't be Maradona, he can't be Garincha.
It tarnishes his reputation.
And there are lots of
Rud
Gullit, and there's so many greats who haven't.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, not just won the World Cup, but a good performance in the World Cup as well.
Where
he outstanding 6 goals in the World Cup, great moments. But the way he performs for club, and it's just there's a disparity.
Fair enough.
It's like me at home, and then when I'm with other people's wives. Happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day.
Okay, so this just in, veteran actress Shami passes away at 89. Amitabh Bachchan, Priya Dutt offer condolences. So those of you who don't know who Shami is, she acted in some of the most popular serials of the older serials.
Which you've never seen, yeah?
No, we have. I mean, at least my generation has.
You've seen Dek by Dek?
Yeah.
How did you see it?
On television.
But it was on television 10 years ago. It was on television in the 90s.
I am
Dek by
born
Dek
in the
is
90s.
Shekhar Suman show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that...
It used to come
it's
on
15,
television.
20 years old.
It is
My
old.
early MTV career, that time.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Yeah.
So
all these people watch YouTube and we have syndication and
I'm
stuff.
an early 90s kid.
Okay, move on. Next.
So yeah, Dek by Dek, Zaban Sambhal Ke, Shriman Shrimati.
Zaban Sambhal Ke was...
And Filmi Chakkar.
I remember that
Eagle
show.
Films, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I guess sad news.
Yeah.
But,
sad news, but long innings, not a short innings.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. I think she was quite old.
Yeah, Janam, sensitively put. But I would just say that we have so many of these actresses and character actresses and actors who perhaps have not been given their due in terms of publicity and all that. But you grew up with them, you see them, you know their faces, and they have a large body of work.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I wish one day Amit, you, me, and Janam can be the same.
Have a large body of work? Dude, you're on 250 episodes of podcast, man.
Large body we've achieved. It's the work thing.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for coming and happy Women's Day. And I mean this. I'm being sincere here.
Okay.
And I'm saying it to the men. Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you. We need you. If you have any questions, write to us online and you can mail us as well. We will answer. We have a doctor in the house called me.
And that's what Cyrus says.
He bends down to test the warm water for his bath. He comes here to quench his thirst for a hot shower and some podcasts. You can witness how he enjoys having other people talk about cool stuff in his bathroom. Indeed, it helps him with his loneliness. You can find more of his species on ivmpodcast.com, your one-stop destination where you can check out the coolest Indian podcasts. Happy listening.